What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Everyone's having a great day today. So today's video, we're going to be finalizing the headlight build. If you guys saw last week, or exactly a week to the day when you guys are seeing this video, I posted a video on how we started building our custom headlights and the process on how we did them. So you guys at home who have sport tracks can also replicate these lights as well. Pretty much at some point in the video, I talked about how to order new bulbs, which I showcased in the Thanks for 900 Subscribers video. I got new harnesses from the Retrofit source, and everything is finally in place to get this done. So currently, as you can tell, I'm standing where the Mustang would be. My dad is out and about, and once he gets back, we're gonna get started, hopefully wiring everything in and getting everything ready to go. Everything is situated in the boxes. I got the clips ready to mount the bulbs in. I've got pretty much everything we're gonna need to get this thing done. So today's just gonna be a day of wiring, getting the halos hooked up right to the accessories to where they'll be fully functional DRLs, and getting the switchbacks capability wired in completely. So for now, I'm gonna cut things off here so I don't ramble on for too long, and we'll get ready. I'll come back to you guys when we're ready to start wiring things up. All right, guys, so a bit of an update, and it's not necessarily the greatest one. So turns out those bulbs were also the wrong size. The company, which was on Amazon, that sold the projectors to, well, my parents, because they were a Christmas gift, just a lot of you guys know, they said that H4s would fit. Those did not fit. They also said H1s would fit. Now those don't fit, and it's on the title and the first little description you get a sliver of when you're scrolling down the ad, that all three of these fit in some way. They include adapter stuff to make H4s fit and H7s fit, and everything fit. So what we're doing now is we're giving the proverbial middle finger to the company as well as the headlight projector setup. We're going to drill the projector lens itself to make these fit. Now, this is not recommended, and completely, if you guys are following along with this, do not do this. But my dad, quite frankly, we're both kind of annoyed that of all this false advertisement. So my recommendation is don't buy your projectors on Amazon, as cheap as they are. Go to like the Retrofit source, for example, and pick up your projector housings from there for your conversions, because quite frankly, these Amazon companies scam you on the fact that they say that these bulbs fit when they don't. So that's my recommendation. Stay away from Amazon projector lenses as well. The quality looks fine, but you got to watch the wording. So mini H1, I found out, is what actually goes in those projectors. It contradicts everything. It contradicts the ad. It contradicts the projector itself has a stamp on the back that says H1 on it. So we're going to drill out the little plug that the bulb will go into, so these H1 bulbs that I picked up, will fit. And then we'll be able to finally finalize everything, reseal the headlights back up, and we'll be done. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that completely off camera, so we can do it without having to have a camera in his face. And we'll come back out, because I'm so ready just to get these junk headlights off the truck, which is all this crap and all this ruined clear coat, which is going to have to be the way as well for the new lights as well. I'm not going to be able to run them with a clear coat on them, at least a good clear coat. I'll be able to run them with the stock clear coat these lights come with for probably close to a couple weeks, hopefully at the most, before I can get a hold of UV clear coat and I can spray them down myself. But that's kind of an update on what's going on with these headlights and the other headlights, and getting that build put together and finalized. We're gonna drill out the little plug for the bulb so it'll actually fit. Is that a paw print? We had issues at my last house where a cat would crawl over all the cars and stuff like that and scratch the paint. Both of these cars, actually, because both of these were outside of my old house. But yeah, we're gonna do all that off camera, and I'll come back to you guys after that, because this video is meant to be assembly part 2. It's meant to be part 2 of the entire job, so installation and stuff. So I'm gonna cut things off for now, and I'll come back to you guys later. All right, guys, just wrapped up everything for the day. So we got the bulbs in, and like I said, do not do this on your own setup. We just did this because, quite frankly, we were just sick of this. Everything fits as it should. Everything's clipped in. Everything functions. We've tested everything multiple times. Everything works as it should and as intended. So we're wrapping things up for today. As you guys can tell, it's gonna get a little dark. So tomorrow, or well, in 3 seconds for you guys, we'll be wiring everything up, finalizing everything. Everything works. Everything has been tested and everything's good to go. So last thing we got to do is we got to weatherproof this one, because we already did silicone this other one. as you guys can see, to prevent any sort of like water leaking in or anything like that. So we're pretty much set. So yeah, I'll catch up to you guys tomorrow whenever we are wiring everything up and finishing this whole big cluster that has been this project. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. All right, welcome back to day 2 of this video. So if you saw at the end of the last video, we custom modified the projectors to fit our H1 bulbs because, again, I'm told the H1s would fit, but I guess got to read the fine print. So we're working on right now getting the old headlights out. If you guys watched the installation video, you know, almost 3 years ago now, you guys know how to take these out. And if you watched when we did it on Hayden's Ranger. All right, there you go, done. So these little tabs here, what I loved about early 2000 support is they did this where it was easy peasy to take out and put in aftermarket headlight sets. So you simply just do a yank and they come out. So you might also have to unscrew that. So we'll bring the Phillips head. Well, he doesn't need one, but usually you need a Phillips head to get those side markers out. Which I think eventually with the ones that we're putting in, I'm gonna have Michael tint the reflectors, because I was trying to find the clear reflectors, but they're nowhere to be found. So I'm just gonna have Michael tint over the amber on these just to try to get as close to matching. Oh, never mind. We didn't need hex heads for either, or Phillips head. Oh, I call them hex. But now we're ready to mount up the new projector boys into the truck and start reassembly. So we siliconed up this hole in the back where we had drilled to make sure there wasn't any water that could find its way in. We've got all of our equipment over here that we're gonna need. We went to AutoZone last weekend, picked up some 14 gauge wire. We've got, I think some connectors lying around somewhere, and we've got everything we need to install everything for the final time. So we've got the old 9007 bulbs. I actually just installed these a couple years ago. I got these for Christmas one year. So there's our 9007 interface here on the back of this, which is quite easy to just install, which will hook into the truck itself to be able to activate those LED bulbs we've got. So we're gonna get everything mounted up before we start wiring, and we'll get back to you guys then. We got our light figured out, which is that green wire is what goes to the blinker. So currently we're working on a tap to be able to use that. I think we had talked about using both this and the halo as a turn signal. I'm not sure that's the route we're going. That way, when people are on my side, they'll still be able to see that. So I was already planning on getting switchbacks with that side eventually anyway. The halos will just be up front to just kind of add to the effect. So we're going to tap it in instead of completely move the wire over like I'd originally intended to. That way we can still make use of the factory turn signal bulb so people on my side can see that I'm trying to get over. This will work with the halos, obviously, on the switchback capabilities. And then, yeah, so green wire is your turn signal on this side at least. I don't know if it's going to be the same on this side or not, but I guess we'll find out momentarily. Alright, so as you saw in the last clip, the halos are done. Everything's done, really. So we do have something to talk about because we didn't really, like I said, this video wasn't really meant to be instructive on how to do this because your mileage may vary when you install something like this. You know, complete custom installs, no one ever does the process the exact same.
So that's why I didn't really show too much in depth of how we did everything in this one. The first video we were able to do that because everyone's gonna have the same process of tearing these lights down. But we got the halos on and they're actually so bright that the camera doesn't even pick them up that well unless I get like right up in their face and like turn the focus on. So everything is fully functional. Switchback functionality is there. I'm actually gonna turn the hazards on right now to demonstrate that. So we're actually storming a little bit here, so I'm having to be quick. So like I said in the beginning, how we did it, we use the halos here as well as the actual normal turn signal bulbs, which I'm gonna replace with LEDs just to make everything match. And that's mainly for people on the side. So if people are on the side of the truck on the interstate, you'll see I'm still trying to get over because this is still gonna light up the reflector. So that completely works. Now I'm gonna turn the main headlights on as well. So I've got the truck on run right now just so the halos will stay on. So with the main bulbs on, as you guys can see, the wall is completely lit up. They're really, really bright. So the only thing that's really wrong is the flashers work when I actually like click it back to flash, but due to how these headlights are designed and how they're, how the harness is constructed, without cross wiring them, I'm not gonna have complete high beams, because when you turn the high beams off, it cuts off the main bulb and goes for a high beam search, or as I like to call it, a high beam search. And since it doesn't have that anymore, what it's doing is it's opening the flap as it should for the flashers, but cutting the light off for the bulb. So the only way we would be able to get a true high beam back is if we cross-wired it and hope it didn't just completely fry the entirety of the electrical system in the truck. But yeah, these turned out absolutely great. For me and Dad's, mostly Dad's first time building custom headlights, they came out spectacular. So go ahead and shut all the lights off. And shut the truck off as well. So all in all, these came out absolutely awesome and was well worth the wait to get the parts together. And a lot of you guys have been wanting to see this build series as well and these lights, and I couldn't be any happier. They came out absolutely awesome, and these are gonna look great in pictures and going down the road and all that stuff. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe for more content on the truck coming soon. This isn't the end. We still got a lot to do. We've got door handles to do for all this kind of stuff. We've got, a lot coming in store for performance stuff. I've got a couple more ideas in mind before I think I might be wrapping that side of this build up. But all in all, this thing came out great. These headlights are fantastic. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.